Okay, so this story comes to us from Taryn Finley at the Huffington Post. And this story kind of hits home, especially for me, and not that I'm in the workforce, but I do have locks. And this kind of, I went the turmoil that you don't know, the battle that you sometimes go through on a legal level when you have locks. And I went through it. There were prison battles we had to go through for this, and out here in the workforce sometimes. And so here's this latest set of shenanigans set down by the court. So a federal appeals court maintained that it is okay to discriminate against traditionally black hairstyles like locks. The 3-0 ruling came down on September 15th when the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals upheld a claim from a 2014 ruling that said racial discrimination had to be based on characteristics that didn't change, and the hairstyle didn't qualify as immutable. We recognize that the distinction between immutable and mutable characteristics of race can sometimes be a fine and difficult one, but it is a line that courts have drawn, U.S. Court Judge Adalberto Jordan wrote for the most recent ruling. So, for example, discrimination on the basis of black hair texture, an immutable characteristic, is prohibited by Title VII, while adverse action on the basis of black hairstyle, a mutable choice, is not. Interesting. A black woman named Chastity Jones, who was getting ready to start a job with Catastrophe Management Solutions in Mobile, Alabama in 2010, claimed that the company discriminated against her because of her locks. Jones said that a white human resources manager told her that her locks were against company policy since they tend to get messy. What? Okay. After Jones refused to change her hairstyle, she claims her offer was withdrawn, and she complained to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The commission filed a lawsuit on Jones' behalf in 2013, stating that withdrawing her contract based on her hairstyle is racial discrimination because dreadlocks are a manner of wearing the hair that is physiologically and culturally associated with people of African descent. The EEOC argued that race is a social construct not solely defined by traits that can't be changed. It also asserted that the hairstyle can be a determinant of racial identity. The Alabama federal court dismissed the EEOC's claim. The commission filed an appeal in 2015, and the appellate court declined the EEOC's request to throw out the immutable or mutable distinction and upheld the federal court's original ruling. Jordan, however, did acknowledge in his ruling on Thursday that in recent decades there have been some calls for courts to interpret Title VII more expansively by eliminating the biological conception of race and encompassing cultural characteristics associated with race, but that he wasn't prepared to lead that inquiry regarding discrimination. He added, as far as we can tell, every court to have considered the issue has rejected the argument that Title VII protects hairstyles culturally associated with race. A spokeswoman for the EEOC told the Wall Street Journal after the ruling that they believe the court made the wrong decision. Of course. We believe the court was incorrect when it held that the employer's actions could not be proven to be race discrimination, she said. We are reviewing our options. Despite the court's rulings, black men and women are still being reprimanded in workplaces and classrooms across the country and world for wearing hairstyles unique to their culture. Society oftentimes views what's acceptable for black hair through a white lens, so braids, locks, and afros can be deemed unkempt. From Rachel Sacabo, who claimed she was fired from an upscale hotel after refusing to cut her locks, to the Rastafarian student who was punished at his school for keeping his locks, to Zendaya being criticized for her fox locks on the red carpet, implicit bias constantly rears its ugly head when it comes to black hair. Exactly. Yet white people love wearing black hairstyles. Unbelievable. So what I found most intriguing or disturbing about this is the employer who told her that because she had locks, they tend to get messy. What the hell did I just read? What is she talking about? They tend to get messy. How about greasy white hair? How about fine, greasy white hair? That gets messy? How about after you take a bath and you have that smell like it's like 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 a wet dog? How about let's talk about this and have this real discussion. But the courts, again, you can't expect the court system that has been in existence and has always ruled in a discriminatory manner to even respect the aspect of culture and hairstyles with descendants of Africans, with black people in this country and worldwide for that matter. So I'm not surprised by this ruling. Nothing surprises me by the white supremacist court systems and judicial systems around the world. Nothing that they do surprises me. So if you'd like more news, updates, or information, please subscribe to @yourblackworld.net. My name is Yurima Karama at Your Black World News.